Well, hello there and welcome to EDET 454, Educational Technology for a Diverse Learning Population. My name is Greg Sherman and I am the instructor for this course. I should say I'm the instructor for this online course. I will come to you via video as well as the voice in my text that I will be communicating primarily through the course website. This is a completely asynchronous class. That is, we will not be meeting at any time together online at any specific time or place. However, I will be regulating your experiences in the course by ensuring that you have things that need to be posted and available for reviewing just about every week. Now, in this particular course, this might be a little bit different than some of your other courses up to this point in that there is no course text and there are also no course exams. This course is completely 100% project-based, and the projects that you're going to be developing are going to reflect your application of all of the educational technology skills that I want you to learn over the next semester. Now, what's interesting about these projects is that they all involve the use of technology, specifically computer-based technology, to both create the project as well as communicate the project to me. Because that's the thing, in an online class, you have to communicate to me your work in some way. And that's why in this class, one of the first things you're going to do is you're going to create a website using a really simple free tool called Google Sites. Maybe you may have some experience with that. But you're going to create a website, and then you're going to submit the website address to me in our course website, and then I'm going to be able to access your work anytime by just clicking on a link to your website. Because I'm going to ask you to communicate your projects by creating them and linking them within your website, and then I'll always know where they are. I'll always know where to go get them. So that's what the structure of the class is like. Let me tell you a little bit about some of the projects that you're going to be doing so that you get a feel for the scope of the class itself. Once you create your website, one of the first things I'm going to do is ask you to create a multimedia presentation of yourself so that I can learn a little bit about you, about your cultural background, about the factors that influence and affect who you are and why you want to get into education. And so I'm going to learn more about you by reviewing your what you present to me. Just like you're going to learn more about me by looking at my presentation because I did a sample for you. So you're going to do that, and it's going to be presented within the course website, as I mentioned. And those two things are the beginning of a set of projects related to community building. Because I believe that one of the really strong ways that you can use technology to support your professional practice is by using it to help build community. In fact, I know this is going to sound kind of weird, but I believe that that using technology, you can actually get to know your students better than if there wasn't technology. And in fact, in some ways, I'm going to know you better, even though this is an asynchronous class and I'm probably never going to meet any of you face-to-face, but I'm probably going to get to know you a little bit better than I would if you came to campus every week, just because of the manner in which you're going to communicate about yourself online. And so I'm going to be reading more about you and more personal stuff. And all of that is related to community building. So you're going to have some projects right up front related to how you can use technology to help build community. And then you're going to take a closer look at how you can help use technology to support the specific needs of students who might have one or more disabilities or one or more challenges or just one or more differences that would make a typical teaching and learning experience a little more challenging for any individual. So you're going to be examining ways in which technologies can be adapted, existing technologies can be adapted to help support individual needs. And you're also going to be looking at how specific technologies that are created for specific disabilities might be used. And then within that context, you're going to be examining how you can use technology just to improve your instructional practice in general, how you can improve creating meaningful learning contexts using technology, or creating more effective information presentation experiences or practice, or scaffolding support mechanisms for students. So some specific ways in which you can use technology to support components of instruction. And then I'm going to have you examine how technology might be useful within the design of instruction for students with specific needs. And the framework that you're going to be learning more about is called Universal Design for Learning. And so you're going to have some specific things you're going to create. And in fact, your final project for the class is going to involve developing a learning experience that is within the Universal Design framework. And finally, the very last thing you're going to do is communicate to me and perhaps to yourself how you're going to use technology to help you continually grow as an educator in the months and years to come. And that's the last thing. So your own professional learning is going to be part of this. So that's an indication of what the course is going to be like in terms of the scope of the projects. As I mentioned, everything is going to be presented to you within a course website. I will be using D2L just as a grade book for you. I don't believe there's anything you're going to have to turn into D2L, because everything you're going to create is going to be in your website, and I'm just going to go to your website to review and grade your work. So you will use D2L as your grade book. As I mentioned, there is no text, but there are some specific websites that sort of serve as your text. You'll be doing a lot of reading from them, and they will be very valuable for you. I can guarantee you will use these websites that you're going to be linked to in the course. You'll use them in your practice. Now, next year, 5 years from now, they're going to be there. They're going to be solid resources for you as teachers of students with specific needs. I've got a few other professional development types of reading material that you'll be able to sign up for. All of it's free. There's a great magazine, an EdTech magazine that's free that I hope you sign up for. They still send it as a paper magazine. I think that's really interesting. And basically that's it. So from here on out, you're going to be using this website to help to understand what the expectations are. I have a notes packet that you can download if you want to and review and apply to some of the projects. I'm going to be referring to the notes quite a bit in some of the projects. And also, I will be communicating announcements every single week, every Monday on this course website, on the homepage. So I encourage you to make that part of your schedule this semester, to go to the course website every Monday, read the announcement for that week, and then the website will also be where you get some information as well as specific details regarding what projects I want you to develop for that week or maybe the next 2 weeks, and also how I want you to review your work once it's completed. So I hope you really enjoy this class. Again, it's very different. It's very hands-on, well, completely. And you're going to be evaluated on all the projects that you do, and that's it. So these projects are all very creative, and I will just say as my last thing to introduce the class is that every single project is very creative. That is, you're going to make something, and you're going to put a lot of your own thoughts and ideas into making these things. So in that respect, the context for learning and applying all the skills I want you to learn and apply are all within a creative context. You'll learn them as you make stuff. And that's really important, because that's, in my opinion, one of the best ways to learn. So hope you enjoy the class. Please contact me if you have any questions, comments, or concerns. I have my contact information in the syllabus tab of the course website. I have all the info about me, and I look forward to working with you this semester.